Hello, my name is Katoon, and I just completed my first commission, and I messed up a lot. When it comes to my art and people commissioning me, I've always gotten super into my head about a lot of different things, like very critical things about myself, about the things that I make, about the quality of my work, and just like being really stressed out about why would anyone want to buy this? What really is the quality, the pay quality of my work? So I recently did my first ever big commission. I've done a little bit like smaller ones, like maybe like 3 years ago. I would do like little Valentine's Day drawings for people in my high school to order from me around that February time. But this commission was like a really big deal for me, and it definitely stressed me out a lot more than I thought it would. I contacted a creator. She's also a very nice friend of mine, Rachel Keat, xKeat on Twitch, and she asked if I can make some personalized artworks to customize her channel and really claim it and make it feel like herself. And that's exactly what I did. I was in close communication. Everything was being talked about really well, giving her updates like every 2 to 3 days about, where I'm at, how it's going, if she wants any changes, discussing like color palettes and things like that. And even though I was doing all of those things, I still felt super stressed. I've never done anything like this before. I made like a GIF thing for her account. I'll probably put it on the side. I made like this little GIF that like went in a loop, and she sent me all these references to like these little small looping animations, and I was like, ooh, because I've done a few animations before, but I've never done one to this importance to me and to this extent. Just a lot of pressure. So I wanted to talk about some of the things that I messed up on. So I noticed that she wanted a specific type of animation style, which is something that I've never done. So definitely the first thing that I did was started researching how the hell am I gonna do this? Like, I needed to get everything in order so that I don't waste her time, I don't waste my time, because I wanted her to pay me on how much time that it took me. So I definitely didn't want to push it further, so I obviously didn't count the time that it took me to teach myself how to do everything, because I agreed to do the commission and I should have known how to do it anyway, so I'm not going to add my learning time. It took me like maybe around 2 days to actually plan out every step that I'm going to take and how I'm going to do this. I figured out how to do that style of animation, what apps to use. I used a mix of CapCut and this other app. I forgot what it's called. I used those two apps, and my drawing app, I use Procreate to do all of my drawings. I definitely want to use something else in the future. Adobe Illustrator, if I can afford to keep it for a longer time, because I do feel very insecure about my work not being vectored. It bothers me every time I do a piece and you could zoom in like literally a centimeter and be able to see the fucking pixels in the work. It bothers me and it doesn't feel clean to me. That was also a challenge to get around because my work wasn't vectored and it was super frustrating. I would edit my stuff in CapCut, like kind of like creating that loop and that consistency in the GIF that I did, and every time I exported it, it would come out like shit. Like, it was gritty, it was pixely, it would like randomly shift from being clean to like the resolution would just drop down randomly through certain parts of the animation, and it frustrated me so much. I literally had to take a day and not do anything. So instead of using CapCut, I researched a new editing software, one that's like super compatible with my computer, and yeah, it worked and I got past it. The second artwork that I did was for the offline screen, and it was also an optional be right back screen, which is probably one of the favorite little gifts that I did. She gave me like one example, and it was like just like a little kitty because she has a little cat named Jing Jing, and she's so cute. So I definitely wanted to incorporate that reference and include Jing Jing in it because she's the cutest thing in the world. And I ended up doing like a traditional animation, like a frame by frame animation, and I just made it into a GIF. This was an easier one because Procreate has animation on it already, so I just used the Procreate animation, and I didn't have to worry about any of the stupid looping and putting in editing softwares and things like that to really fix it. I did fuck up like 5 times doing that one. It was really frustrating because I designed the offline screen, and then it was like later on, like a day later, I was like, this is so cute, I'm gonna make an optional be right back screen, and I like couldn't help myself. I redesigned like the whole thing, like the positioning of everything, but then sometimes when you move stuff around in Procreate in certain ways, the resolution goes down in the pieces that you're moving. It's really annoying, but it happens since forever, and I knew that, but I decided to make my life harder, and I didn't add that time into the time that I told her because it's not her problem. So I made this screen, and then I fucked up her name. I fucked up writing her name on the thing like 3 times. One of the things that I exported messed up, and I had like this weird, like the text was like in a random position. I'll put it up on screen. It was so bad, and it was like I already emailed her like everything finally, and I didn't notice that mistake until I saw it the next day on her stream already, and my heart literally just sank. Thank God I know Rachel, and thank God she is like one of the kindest people that I've ever known. So she did not even say anything about it. I don't even know if she noticed. I hope she didn't notice. If she did, I would cry. So yeah, I made a lot of stupid mistakes. Always remember to double check, triple check, quadruple check. I triple checked, but if I would have checked just one more time, then I probably would have seen it and I wouldn't have to undo my mistake. I recently also made a cute little banner for Rachel as kind of a thank you, because even though that was like, I think it was like a month or 2 ago, it still haunts me to this day, thinking about how I just so easily messed that up. I hope that listening to my mistakes, you can feel better about anywhere you're at right now, whether you're doing commissions or you're thinking about doing commissions. I'm really glad that I was able to make mistakes during this project and learn from them, just because of how kind Rachel is and understanding. It made me feel a lot better about the mistakes that I did make, and also knowing that now when I start opening commissions again, I know that I will never make those mistakes again. If you're an artist listening right now and you're working on a commission or you're doing your first commission, I wish you a lot of luck, and make sure to do a lot of planning beforehand because it can be very tough. So thank you for listening, and bye.